I'm out hiking this morning and doing a little scouting at the same time. And I was just happening to notice this as I was walking by it. Thought I'd share it with you. This is almost a ready-made lean-to. See if we can get a shot at it from the backside. That's it from the backside. Man could crawl up under there. Now, I believe stay dry. A quickie needed shelter. I ain't had no coffee this morning. And I want to try something. This looks like enough stuff here for a small twig fire to get me some water hot for some coffee. So I think I'm going to stop here and have me a cup of coffee. Alright, before I start this, I wanted to make sure that it would hold. I've never used this before. I wanted to make sure it would hold my cup of water if I was spilling it. Now, we're not going to try nothing fancy. We're just going to use matches. Now, knowing my luck, somebody will come down here since I'm sitting up in the rear doing this. Knowing my luck, they'll come down here. Now I'm making a cup of instant coffee using these Nescafe Taster's Choice. I hadn't had no coffee this morning. And I need a cup. Now my water is drinkable. I just need to heat it just shy of boiling, I prefer. I've seen this done on YouTube channel Bushcraft My Way. Of course, his little setup was probably a little better made than what I've got here. But that's alright. Alright, it's hot enough. Oh yeah, it's almost boiling. So I don't want it that hot. We'll just let that burn out right there. In case you're wondering about my lid for the Pathfinder cup, it's just a bottom out of a soup can. To be honest, I don't remember what kind of soup it was. I took the plastic lid off my Musa pot that I use for billy can and repurposed it for this. It works great. Just sitting here waiting for my fire to die out. The little Esbit stove modification. Actually, it worked better than I thought it was going to do. I had seen Bushcraft My Way do it. Use his. This is where I got the idea. This actually worked real good. It's probably going to be a permanent part of my haversack kit, which I'm carrying inside my little backpack today. Because later on I'm going to cook lunch over at my alcohol stove, which is a little Altoids tin. I'm going to use the same Esbit stove with my Altoids tin and alcohol to cook my lunch. So the Esbit stove is getting used for two different things today. And no Esbit. I got 2 Esbit tablets in here that I put in with the stove with these panels, and basically it's in there as an emergency and to keep it from rattling. So when I get ready to leave, I'm going to show you that, I hope, if I don't forget. Okay. I got these 2 panels that fit on my Esbit stove that I made. I made mine out of a cookie sheet. I have a hard time seeing. They just lay right in the stove. Then I put my 2 Esbit tablets right in the middle. Something ain't right. One ain't right. It's very particular. might have to put that in another video. Look at my finger caught in there. Fold up compact. Alright, we've been hiking up this road for a while. I think we're almost, I think I just made a decision. I'm at a place where our property line comes almost 90 degrees to this road that I'm on. Path, whatever you call this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut across, follow the property line, and make a circle back to the vehicle. Now there ain't no paths through here unless just there used to be a forward path along part of the property line. If ain't nobody been keeping that cut, it's might be thick and nasty spots. And I know it's gonna be thick where I have to find a place to cross the creek. But I think that's what I'm going to do. There's a tree with blue paint on it. That's where our property line comes down. Well, I don't know if your camera's picking it up or not. That's a dead limb fell on the four-wheeler path. It don't look like nobody's opened it up this year. Maybe not even last year, but we're going to follow along down through here for a ways, see what happens. I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but if I was a squirrel hunter, squirrel season is in. That sounds like one right there. By the sound of it, I'd say it was two. But I'm not a squirrel hunter. I like to squirrel hunt. They're fun to hunt. And I used to hunt them right regular when I was younger. But I don't eat them very much. I don't care for the taste of them too well. As you get more and more pines and less hardwoods, the flavor of the squirrel has changed. They eat more pine nuts and they don't taste the same. But if I was in a survival situation and I had a 22 or shotgun and some bird shot, squirrel would be the easiest thing to kill. So that would be on the menu tonight. I'm pretty sure there's two right over here. And why it's been a while since I've been over here. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of hickories and oaks along this property line. You know, I spend a lot of time outdoors. I work outdoors. Cobwebs are aggravating, especially walking down like a path. I don't know why certain areas they know where to catch the insects. I reckon they pick these open and booby trap them. A lot of times I cut me a little small limb. This one happens to be sweet gum. Now, I like to leave the leaves on the end of it. And it's multi-purpose. One, just them leaves help make sure you get the cobweb as you go through. Two, you're carrying this along and an animal starts coming through there. You can just flip it just helps break up your outline. And it don't take much, you just flip it up. And it allows you opportunity to watch the animal. Yeah. But the third purpose, sea ticks. Sea ticks are out this time of year bad. And I done got in several of them. I got a few on me right now. Now, I don't have a clump on them like I did the other day. You keep your little branch with some leaves on it, and sweet gum and hickory are usually tough enough that it'll last a while. I'll grab a poplar. I'll grab a poplar and use it if it's right there at me. But especially this time of year, the poplar leaves will fall out as you're swinging it. The gums and the hickory are a little bit tougher. They stay on more. You get more of the ticks on. Now, I have no spray on me whatsoever, no type. And most of the time I don't wear none if I'm just in the woods. Now when I'm at work, I make my own, we'll call it tick repellent, that we use. I make my own because it's cheaper to make it my own. Deer track. Actually, this is quite pretty here. This is probably one of the prettiest places on the club. I didn't plan on coming this way. Man, I hate seeing that. I reckon it's been 5 years since I've been over here on this side of the property. And then I rode a four-wheeler and come down this four-wheel path that I'm on, which is growed up. And then I turned around and went back out because this four-wheel path don't make a complete loop and go back out to the road I'm going to try to hit here in a little while. But this piece of property there, apparently corner somewhere right in here, it butts us. Last time I was over, I think it's been 5 years. With great big hardwoods. Yeah. They didn't clear cut that. And by the looks of it, I'd say it was a decent sized piece of property. Now, as a rabbit hunter, I would love to get in there and rabbit hunt right now. But, and that's an ideal cover for the deer. That looks like they didn't replant in pine, so that may not be too bad. But most time around here when they clear cut the hardwoods and plant it in pine. Because pine grows quicker. And they turn around and cut it quicker. What is that? Something over there. The deer. So the deer like that thick mess, but and this ain't so bad because I'm pretty sure they haven't planted this in pine. But like I said, everything, most time they replant in pine. And once the pine gets, this is our property. Once the pine gets that big, there's nothing, there's very few pickings in here. Very few pickings. Pines don't produce a whole lot for deer when they get this size. Squirrels and turkeys can survive in here a little bit, but that's about it. Somebody must like this stand. Because you can see the scarring. Well, I'd say for a good long while they were using a climbing stand on that tree. So they must really like this stand. Now that looks comfortable. I might have to slip over here and hunt out that my own self. Nah, I prefer to hunt from the ground. Okay, I'm still a long ways from the truck, but I know where I'm at now, because I used to hunt this piece. Matter of fact, I ain't 100% sure I ain't standing in the remnant of a four-wheel path that I cut out by hand when I first joined the club almost 10 years ago. But here, fence, that's the property line behind me. That tree stand that I just looked at, probably 140 yards across there. Now, I had scoured this area a lot when I first joined the club, and I hunted here. And I thought when I got up to that stand that I'd already passed where I could cut across. That's what my gut was telling me. So I come on across here, and sure enough, it's just something about the way the land laid. I knew I'd been there before, so I feel better. I still got a good way to walk out just to get back to a drivable road for a vehicle. But I know where I am now. That means I can enjoy the walk a little bit more. It's almost 12:30. I still probably got about 30-minute walk back to the truck. So I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my lunch. My battery's about dead. I think I got another battery pack on me. Today I'm using a little three-legged stool. Oh, I can see accidents happen, yeah. So I figured somebody might want to know. So it's a three-legged stool. It's pretty compact, pretty light. I'm just using that to have something to sit on. And this is a little branch, and I'm sitting there almost beside of it. So we're going starting to rain. So I hope to get my lunch fixed. I hope it's just a shower. We got a little bag. We'll cover the camera up. Now hopefully this is going to stop and I'll be able to fix my lunch before I walk out of here. Alright, I don't know if you can see that or not. Now, Pathfinder cup sits down inside the Esbit stove. The Esbit stove won't close up with the alcohol stove in it. So I had to stick a green stick in it. I think it'll work if it don't rain us out here. My water's almost boiling, so I'm going to go ahead and get some off of here and make my coffee. This time we have decaffeinated Folgers crystals. Well, it's been a pretty enjoyable day. I've got plenty of exercise today. Seen plenty of deer sign. Matter of fact, I am sitting in a deer crossing right here. I'd say coming out of that field, cornfield right there. Looks like the fence is down. They're probably crossing right near where that fence is down. They're coming across here. I think I might have to sit up here once during hunting season, maybe a couple times. Try to get me a deer. Matter of fact, this wouldn't be a bad spot to set up on the ground with the crossbow. Stick in spots. I prefer hunting from the ground even with a bow or crossbow. Might have to work up in here, sure enough. That's the sauce. It's got some little carrots in it. A little bit of cabbage. While I'm sitting here waiting for my food to cool, I realized that I don't have nothing to scrub my pan out. So I walked over here and found me a clump of pine needles. I'm going to try to use some of this honeysuckle vine to hold this together. Now that it wouldn't do multiple dishes, but I really only gonna need it for that pot. So we're gonna lay that here until I finish eating. You can compare these to ramen noodles, whatever you call them. This totally world apart. While I'm here at this little branch, I'm going to take this opportunity to take some of this sand and try to get some of this black off. Now, I ain't most particular person in the world. It don't bother me that this is black. It's not sticky. And it ain't coming off on my hand. But there's sand here, so I might as well go ahead and use it before I wash my dishes. Well, that's some better. Now you can see the Pathfinder logo. Okay, we up here away from the creek. Let's check out the pot scrubber here. Alright, that's good enough for me. We'll get our stuff and go back down there. Load our packs up, head on out. Looks like it's clouding up right good. It'll all cut loose and actually rain here now. So I'm gonna hurry up and get on up out of here before it pours down. Well, made it back to the main road. It took me 20 minutes instead of 30 minutes. It's clouding up pretty good. See how fast I can get to the truck. Starting to sprinkle. Had to put my dry bag, get my dry bag out. But there's my truck. So I'm finally back. And I left the windows open. Well, we finished our little venture. You can see on the map here. This is where I had the truck parked. And we walked down this road. Come across here. Now, when I thought I was cutting across, I thought I was right there when I said I was going to leave the road. But apparently I was up here. So we come across and hit this property line, follow this property line. This was the pretty little creek I showed you. And what we do, we come down, roughly down this property line somewhere. And right in here is where I decided that I knew where we were. I thought I knew where I was. So I cut across here. And we had to walk up here, all the way up here. This is where we stopped and ate lunch. So then I had to walk all the way out to the main road. It's starting to rain harder, so I'm getting ready to head on out. I don't know how this is going to edit out, but I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you'll come back and visit me again. And y'all have a great day.